This is the Big O Show. 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 This
There's just one place to celebrate our happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Plus last chance savings on a 2024 RDX. $379 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Oh, great. You got a doorbell camera. Now you got a front row seat to your house getting robbed.
No.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Get out of my house!
Oh, Mom's jewelry. There goes the TV. I'm sure it'll turn up at the pawn shop.
No!
Just because you can see them, that doesn't mean you can stop them. With Slogans, you get 24-hour monitoring, a free home security system, and professional installation. Plus, a free doorbell camera.
Free?
One that'll actually work for you. It's not total security unless it's the Sloman Shield. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
The lost city of Atlantis reveals its secrets at Toyota of Hollywood. Get legendary deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a 2024 Corolla, not $24,000, $20,988. Unlock the wonders of 0% financing for 5 full years, 0 down. Rediscover Atlantis at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rayom.
Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rayom can help.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Miami Dolphins fans, time to rock out with another Dolphins pregame show. Big O and the boys are ready to give you the latest information, injury news, gambling insight as we get ready for kickoff. The pregame show is brought to you by Welton Rayom, Toyota of Hollywood, Acura of Pembroke Pines, Hialeah Park Casino, RM Contractors. The broadcast is mastered by executive producer Sean Stanley. Here's your host, the Big O, Orlando Alzugari.
Going on. Okay, now you're going on. Okay, there we are. Welcome aboard, and we are ready to rock and roll and hopefully have some fun here. We've been having fun since Thursday, actually. So we are here at the Cove Restaurant and Lounge. We were here last night. We had about 150, 200 Dolphins that were in here. Packed house. By the way, Steve Dorn, the owner, we got to give him some love for being very cordial and welcoming us and with open arms. So it was fun. Met some of the listeners on Saturday, right? We came here Saturday, right? Was it? Or Sunday? Was it yesterday? It was Sunday, right? Right. Pipe Slim was yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? With Pipe Slim when he was here? Yeah, you were when we came here before for the Cove. Yeah. We were here. So they accommodated us in every way, shape, and form. And so if you are going to the game or after the game, we'll be here for the post-game show. I don't know if it'll be a happy post-game show. What can I tell you? So, but we've obviously had an interesting few days out here. I got to tell you, the weather has been perfect, man. Being a South Florida guy and dealing with humidity for my entire life, I know this is kind of like the dry season here is what I'm told, but man, it has been – I haven't had a bead of sweat so far since I've been here since Thursday. So it's just been amazing. And last night went to the Crowded House concert at a winery. It was actually pretty cool. Really nice place. So had a great time, man, so far. And people have been great. And I got to tell you, a lot of the shit that you hear about Seattle, I would go completely against it. It's a good town. Yeah, they got some homeless stuff, but it's not nearly as bad as everybody makes it out to be. Wherever you're going out to, it's not really an issue, So I don't know. It's kind of silly, but I've had a great time here. Have you felt unsafe at any time? No. So so all that stuff that people talk about, I so far have not experienced it, and it's been great. Actually, I gotta give a lot of props. I really like. I told my wife I gotta come back and bring you here, to Seattle. And then there's other things you can do too. Extensions from here. Whether it's Vancouver and Portland and different things that you could do from here. But had a great time, man. Went to the Paul Weller concert at the Moore Theater on Thursday. Then I did Crowder House last night. Obviously, went to see Jimi Hendrix. Went to see Bruce Lee. Obviously, the Needle, everything, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've been able to do the touristy things. We went down to the Pikes fish market and all that. Watched them throw the fish like everybody else does and all that. And then the views have been just outstanding, man. Really, really great town. I've had a good time and looking forward to it. Now, remember, we're doing things a little different. When we're in Miami, we take you right up to kickoff. Today, we started 45 minutes earlier, and we're going to end 45 minutes earlier because we're going to go to a rail station nearby, take the train into the stadium, and then we're going to watch the game through the third quarter probably, and then come back and get ready for the post-game show here at the Cove. So I know some of the Dolphins. I don't think they're coming pregame unless some of them are actually going to stay here to watch it at the Cove. But I know a lot of Dolphin fans are going to come after postgame when they're done there because there's not really a lot of tailgating there going on. So people got to leave. So they're going to come here after. So that's going to be pretty cool. So we'll be doing our thing. Obviously, we start off the morning sad because the great Mercury Morris passed away last night at the age of 77. Mr. Perfectville, obviously, from the 72 team, and always the colorful character that kind of carried that banner every time a team lost and did not hold the perfection. And so the Dolphins and the Dolphin Nation have lost one of the great ones from back in the day when I was a kid, Mercury Morris. So rest in peace, Merc. I know that Sean in the Open had a moment of silence for Merc right after. And so obviously we pay our respects. I got to know Merc. I had him on the show several times over the years. Always a trip, always entertaining. One of the best personalities you could ever run into is Mercury Morris, right? Just a character. So obviously, our thoughts and prayers go to the Dolphin organization, the 72 team. Those guys are the guys that are left, and it's always been a tight group. And I know they're feeling it right now. I saw Armando Salguero tweet out Kick and a picture of Kick and Mercury like they're together again now. That kind of stuff. That was a nice post by Salguero. I like that one. So anyway, just a sad moment there. And you know what? Maybe today you could do it for the Merc. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they could get it done and pull off the miracle. And who knows? It might be Mercury pulling the strings up there. But rest in peace, Merc. And that is definitely one thing that is incredibly sad about today. Let's see. All right. What else do we have? What do we got here? Oh, by the way, already, as always, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo. You can make a donation and support the show. You can also make a Bitcoin and Ethereum donation. Greg Sashi, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. He says, enjoy Kurt Cobain country. Fins up. I have not gone to his house because I know his house is here, but I have not gone to his house. Yeah. So, but definitely Cobain country. There's no doubt about that. We are waiting you keep up for me with the inactives and any kind of breaking news that is going on. We know that Mostert is out. Armstead is going to play. They activated Tim Boyle. Oh my God. Tim Boyle got activated. That's a painful thought, Okay, just want you to know it's a painful thought. This is the game, and I talked about it earlier in the week. This is the month that Skylar Thompson has been waiting for his entire life. Okay, he's a backup, has played like a backup, is 1-4 as a starter, has not looked good. There's, you can try to talk yourself if you want into it. I'm not going to do that. I don't do that. I call things objectively the way I see them. And Skylar hasn't shown me anything that says he can go into Lumen's Field today and win that game. Okay? He hasn't shown me that. A couple of years ago when Teddy and Skylar played, when Tua was out for those 5 games, Tyreek and Waddle didn't score a touchdown. Let me go over that again. In the 5 games that Skylar and Teddy played, because they say, oh, no, you can plug in anybody in the offense. Those guys didn't score a touchdown. So Skylar hasn't proven that he's even prepared for this moment. But what backup gets to sit and learn the offense for 2 years plus and now is given an opportunity? Like, you're not filling in. You're not just a week. No. This month is yours. This is like the gift of the football gods for the kid. So if Skylar Thompson ever wanted to prove people wrong like Geno Smith did here, Miami Edison's finest, right? He didn't look good. He was terrible early on in his career. Came here, resurrected it. Proved everybody wrong, that everybody gave up on Geno, including me. And he's done a decent job here. He's not turned himself into a great quarterback, but a hell of a lot better than he's ever been. So this is Skylar's moment to do something like that. Because if he doesn't show up in this next month, he may never be a backup quarterback again. Or if he plays, the Dolphins may decide to keep him or not. Or maybe somebody may keep him next year and he might prove to be a backup. Or if he kicks ass in the next month, then all of a sudden you've got yourself a problem, an issue, which is actually what you want. You know what I'm saying? Now, the latter I don't think is going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass and say, yeah, no, Skylar Thompson's ready for this and he's prepared and all this and that. That's bullshit. Nothing about Skylar Thompson has proven that he is ready for this moment, for this day. You know what I'm saying? And this is where he gets his chance. I mean, you can't ask for a better opportunity right now. And by the way, for the Tua haters, which there's plenty of Tua haters out there, right? You're probably rooting for the kid to do well so you can kind of have a controversy. But technically, you want a controversy. That means you made the right selection years ago, that you took a stab at a 7th rounder and you've developed into a backup. You know what I'm saying? Because even that, it's still not going to prove that you're a starter. But if you could go out for the next 4 weeks and actually play well, then maybe you can start start putting that thought into people. Hey, no, this guy may have starter material. Does Skylar have the physical ability to play in this game? Yeah. He does not lack physical traits. That's not his thing. So his thing is accuracy. His thing is he has no anticipatory skills. He's more of a see the break, throw the break type of guy. He's not going to throw it before the break. I doubt he's learned to do any of those kind of things. We're going to see what the kid is made of. And not just today, but for the next month. But you won't feel good about weeks 2, 3, and 4 with him if he doesn't perform at least decent today. But if he goes out there and plays like crap, that just doesn't really bode well for the rest of the month. So it's rough, man. Rough. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping. Look, I know that a lot of people are. It's too early in the season to kind of give up on what's going on, and it's so true. And now we're going to find out what some of these people are made of. We're going to find out what the players are made of because they know they all have to rally now. When you have a backup quarterback, everybody has to be much better. So we're going to find out what everybody's made of. Because at least you want to go out there and make this a respectable game. Not a lot of people are expecting the Dolphins to win this game. I mean, they shouldn't. Seattle should win this game. They're home. They've got their starting quarterback. Miami doesn't. It's not like they have enough injuries to lose this game. They're healthy enough to win the game, but without their starting quarterback, they don't, it's hard. It's going to be hard. And you're going to need Skyler, and you're going to need everyone else. Not only do you need Skyler to play great, but you need everybody else to support Skyler at the same time. So if he's a little off on a pass, you got to do a better job of trying to make sure you capture that pass. You know what I mean? If things aren't as perfect, you got to help him along the way. And if you can hold the block for an extra quarter, half a second, then you do it. And you try to give him that time. You know what I mean? Everybody, and if you're a running back, if you can fight for that extra yard, today's the day that you got to do whatever you can to fight for that extra. All the little things that we talk about, all the cliches and all that kind of stuff that everybody uses, that's what you got to do today. So we'll find out if they've got it. By the way, R&M Contractors, of course, Ray and Mike, we thank them, obviously, because they make it happen for us to be on the road a lot this year. And if you need to take your home, your business to the next level, R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall can definitely help you out, folks. Complete remodel, bathroom upgrades, maintenance, stucco repairs, drywall, level 5 finish, by the way, impact windows and door installations. And we're in a storm area. It ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? So call them. You dream it, they'll build it. That's a beautiful thing. We're dreaming of a Dolphin win right now, and we're hoping that they can create it. Well, R&M Contractors actually creates it. See, we don't know if Skyler can create what we want him to do. We don't know if Mike McDaniel is really the coach for the Dolphins long term or for these kind of situations. So we don't know if they're going to get it done. But see, yeah, it's different. Ray, Mike, you dream it, they create it right away. They get it done. So call R&M Contractors there in South Florida, 305-345-3649. Let's go through the chat board here. Don't forget to smash the hell out of the like button, please. Smash it. Cosa Nostra is in. Steven Gonzalez in. Reina in. Let's see. Ragin is in the house. Joseph sees. Jack Vogler. We need interior help, both offensive and defensive. Well, you have a coaching staff that does not put a lot of value in guards and centers, and they don't want to spend a lot of money. So it's a philosophical thing. They feel like they can coach those people up in the middle. On the corners, they're open to spending draft picks and money, but inside they don't. It's weird, but that's their philosophy, and we'll see. It hasn't paid off yet. Let's see what else. Man of 1,005 holds, Brian Radke, Alexis Palenzuela, Luis Notare, a little RIP for the Merc. Eric Scott says, let's hope the boys steal one from the West Coast today. Let's hope so. Captain Saki is in the house and smashing that like button. Jamie Zoria out in San Jose. Come on, Jamie, you're in San Jose. Why didn't you come up here, man? You knew we were coming up here. Let's go. Jay Luna, David Militex. He loved his personality. Yeah, we all love the Merc's personality. Think Blue Dodgers, Arizona Fanatic, George Albanese. Lisa Rose is in South Africa watching right now. in Port Elizabeth. She had her first safari. Amazing. George Albanese, Brian Walters, Earl Campbell in the house. Oliveira says, they have 3 active QBs because they activated Tim Boyle, and they already have the Snoop Huntley kid. And then, now we're using the term QB loosely here. Calling Tim Boyle a QB and Snoop Huntley, you know how I feel about athletes playing quarterback. So, we're kind of getting the word quarterback's being used a little loosely here in South Florida, but that's all right. Jamie says, I mentioned that to you about how people exaggerate things about different places. All places have bad areas and stuff going on, but the most part, every city has great things to enjoy. I've enjoyed the shit out of Seattle, bro. People are cool. Food is terrific. Traffic sucks. That's the only thing that is terrible. We spent half our time in the car yesterday doing all the shit we had to do. That's the only, our traffic is bad in South Florida. They beat us here in Seattle. New York beats us. Atlanta beats us. Seattle definitely beats us. LA crushes us. I mean, LA crushes everybody. From some of the places I've been, Seattle is worse than Miami, dude. It's bad here. That's the only thing that I'll tell you that sucked here so far since I've been here. Traffic. Outside of that, everything else is awesome, dude. Had a good time. So, I would tell you that visit and enjoy yourself out here in the great Northwest. Let's see. Dan the Film Gent says, anyone who's saying Skyler's going to fully take to his job for the remainder of the season is lying to themselves. Bro, I don't even know if he could survive the month. Like I told you, I could see Snoop Huntley being inserted as a Wildcat guy by next week with a package or two or something of Wildcat crap, because he can't play in this offense. He doesn't have the accuracy to play in this offense. And then Tim Boyle is terrible. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they tell me that they like. The weather has been perfect here. Not a bead of sweat. We don't have anything on their weather. That's for damn sure. Now, again, I'm told I'm coming at the perfect time. September, October is kind of the dry season. So you don't, what is it? Indian summer is what NorCal called it or something like that. And so you don't get a lot of rain is what I've been told. So this is like the time to visit Seattle. Okay. Although, you know what I am? Dude, it is hilly to drive here. I can't imagine how these folks handle the snow and the heavy rain and you can't drive. They got hills that are like this, man. I've driven in San Francisco. They've got hills here that are even steeper than some of the ones in San Francisco. Your brakes better work here. Holy crap. Yeah, definitely no turnovers or penalties, my brother. What happened? What do you got for me? Wait, what do you all this stuff?
Oh, no, it's a fantasy football thing, you know.
Oh, it's a fantasy
My
thing.
starting QB went to the IR.
Okay.
To let you know who I had. So I picked up Sam Darnold. And he just threw his second touchdown pass of the day.
Well.
They lead the Texans 14-0 right now.
Yeah, he's playing well. Good for him, man. Another guy that's trying to find his, he's trying to find his groove. Let's see, what else do we have? Big O, thanks again for signing my hat. I really appreciate you guys in the show. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for supporting the show. And remember, you can visit our merchandise shop, hats and shirts, all kinds of stuff. Thank you. I'm sure they will win today. I've been wrong about 98% of the time, so I'm confident this time. My guess is 23-21 behind 3 Sanders field goals. I hope they activate Kamara. Well, we'll find out soon. Jay Gelfin is in the house. What I have is a vague memory of Seattle when I was there years ago. when I was a kid, so I don't remember everything about the city. Beautiful scenery, green everywhere. I gotta tell you, very impressed with the place. I've enjoyed it. First time in Seattle. Never been this far out northwest. So, Ray Martinez, thank you for the love on Cash App, sir, with the Bitcoin donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those are my favorite kinds of donations, a little Bitcoin donation. Thank you, sir. He says, happy Sunday. Have faith. Let's go, Finns. R.I.P. Morris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. And again, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. Let's see. What else? I hope Geno Smith doesn't show off. By the way, speaking of Geno Smith, I've mentioned this a couple times. Might as well mention it since it's Miami Edison quarterbacking for Seattle. Those of you that are from the Miami Edison senior class of 74, your 50th reunion is coming October 5th at Miami Shores Country Club, 10,000 Biscayne Boulevard. That's 100th Street. It's going on 7 to 11 p.m. that day. Open bar, 5-course buffet dinner, DJ, photographer, all that stuff. If you want tickets, go to their Facebook page, Miami Edison Senior High Class of 74. All right? What's Geno? Class of 2014? Nah, it's probably early. It's like 2009 or something like that. Because we got to add the 4 years of West Virginia. All right. What else do we have? This also, I talk about the opportunity of a lifetime for Skylar Thompson, right? For the next month, for his future. If he's even going to be a backup for anybody else, this month might determine that. If he's going to be a starter, this month might determine it. If he's out of the league, this month will determine it. Seriously. How about if I tell you that this month will determine if you're done with Mike McDaniel? You're done with the jokes? Sure, he can play design, but he can't coach on game day. Still can't get in plays on time, doesn't win challenges, doesn't know when to stay with the run, doesn't really know what players to have on the field. I mean, Seattle fans are going to love it when they see Waddle and Tyreek on the sidelines. And receivers 4, 5, and 6 are out there running routes, and you're like, okay. This month is big for Mike McDaniel. Deep down inside, for all of you out there, you can say whatever the hell you want, and there's no doubt that he's a terrific play designer. But that's not the whole bag of tricks. They could give you all kinds of stuff, but if you don't know how to use it, you're not going to be effective, right? If you're not a shooter and they hand you a rifle and say, okay, now I need you to hit that bullseye 100 yards away, you don't have the skill set for that. You got the gun. Looks great, right? All that, but you can't do it. All right, get in this car, and I want you to drive around this pit for 210 miles an hour on average for the next 10 laps. Do you have that skill set for that? They gave you the car. They gave you the pit. Everything. You got it all. Can't do it, right? So, yeah, McDaniel has he can think of all the play designs, but he doesn't know when to use them. He doesn't know who to use them with. He doesn't know how to even call plays for his own quarterback, Tua. He doesn't help his own quarterback succeed. In fact, sometimes players succeed in spite of the coach. Now I have to expect this coach to carry this quarterback when the other quarterback constantly carries him. That's screwed up. Think about that. That's a really hard dynamic to swallow if you're a Dolphins fan. And you can think up all you want about Mike McDaniel. And I told you this in the first year. The jokes will not be funny if you're not getting it done. And this is Mike McDaniel's Eric Spoelstra moment. This is Mike McDaniel's Don Shula moment. Yeah. This is when your quarterback goes down and you've got Doug Peterson and you've got to win a game and it's 325. This is when Marino goes down and you got to bring in Don Strock because you were better prepared than everybody else with a better backup. This is your moment where you got to carry the entire season with Woodstock. You know, there are moments where coaches have to overcome adversity. Mike McDaniel has been terrible at overcoming adversity. Absolutely terrible. And now, what do we have today? More adversity. And you're asking me, can Mike McDaniel be an exceptional coach for a lesser quarterback? Because you can be a good coach for a good quarterback or a really good quarterback, an excellent passer, because he's going to help you. But when your quarterback now has gone a couple notches down, which is what Skyler is to Tua, your quarterback has to take it up a couple notches to kind of pick up on it. Can Mike McDaniel do that? Poll question. Can Mike McDaniel? You can? Okay. Because I want to know if people feel, can Mike McDaniel make Skylar Thompson overachieve? Yes or no? I don't think so. And Mike and Skylar Thompson desperately needs Shula right now. He desperately needs Andy Reid right now. By the way, what's Green Bay doing? I know Malik Willis scored, and they're playing with a backup quarterback. Well, what's going on there? It was 7-0 before I started the game. Just wondering where that Packers-Titans game is now, because if it's 17-7 Packers, and if LaFleur is winning with Malik Willis, who looked, by the way, horrible against who? With who? The Titans, who drafted him. And Malik Willis is 4 of 6 for 72 yards. He's also rushed 4 for 62, including a touchdown. So he's passing the ball decently, 4 of 6 for 72, and he's rushing, and they're leading 17-7. I'm just saying. And you're getting it done. And on the road, by the way. We'll see. This is a moment where I need to see. This is Eric Spoelstra dealing with the Scrubberinis, and in the second half, he figures things out, and he goes 31-10. I have so many examples of coaches excelling. Riley makes a trade, and he has 8 people, and guess who came to town? Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. And Rex Chapman leads the way with 39, and they win. You know, these are the moments. These are the moments. Yes, sir, I'm sorry. Can Mike McDaniel make Skylar Thompson overachieve today? Yes or no? I need to be proven wrong there. I need to be shown like, yo, see, he can do this. You're wrong. So this next month, I want to see what you got, Mike McDaniel. I want to see what you got. I want to see if you can really coach. I know you're a jokester. I know you're a really good human being. I know you're a nice person. I know you're a terrific play designer. You haven't proven shit to me that you're a great head coach, a good head coach, a competent head coach, a consistent head coach. Well, consistently mediocre. There's the question. Can Mike McDaniel make Skylar Thompson overachieve today? You vote. You vote there. Badgers says, I'm an Arizona Miami Dolphins fan. LOL. Love it. Ragin says, if adversity is an opportunity, then it's a big opportunity for Skylar and McD. This is the biggest opportunity of their lifetimes. Right here, right now. This is where they have to convince a lot of people that they are what they think they are, not what we think they are. With all the recent high money signings, does Ross get pissed off? And can Greer, this would mean a new direction with a possibility of a rebuild. Yeah, I don't want to rebuild. I like this team. I actually think the front office has done a good job. I know I can't defend things right now because it's not looking good because, it's like when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, the whole Jet thing looks like a disaster. This kid gets hurt, the whole thing looks like a disaster. The only thing I hate to say, as much as I like the front office, the one thing that they may have gotten wrong again was the coach. Okay, because I like the personnel overall. I think if you had a better coach, you would get better results, believe it or not. I think that Mike McDaniel's not a very good head coach. That's what he's proven to me so far. Not a very good head coach. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we are at 402 164th Street Southwest in Linwood here in Seattle. We are here at the Cove restaurant and lounge. We had nearly 200 Dolphin fans here yesterday. It's pretty awesome. They had a whole tent outside and everything because it was overflowing out of the bar. And over there, Solo D was performing, 305 Sports Babe, TPP was here, NorCal, my man NorCal was here with the orange hair. Met a whole bunch of Dolphin fans, took pictures with them and all that good stuff. That was fun. We had a really good time. Pipe Man Slim, I met the day before with his family here. So really good, man. Really good. Had a really good time. I've had a really, really good time, overall. You go to our Twitter page, by the way, you can catch some videos from some of the concerts, the Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee burial sites, the Jimi Hendrix burial site. So you can see a bunch of stuff, pictures of Seattle and some picturesque stuff here in Seattle. Just a fantastic place, man. Really fantastic place. I've had a great time here in Seattle. Skyler's okay, but I don't know if he fits this offense. He probably doesn't. Also, if they have to move on from McD, would you promote from the coaching staff or start all over? I hope they don't. I don't even want to get there yet, bro. I don't want to change the front office. But McD is my problem right now. And I'm hoping I need to be proven wrong, dude. I need you guys to be insulting me and telling me I'm an idiot. And over the next month, McDaniel becomes a genius. And he goes, 2-2, 3-1 or something. And he shows, real competency and consistency and improvement in Skyler. That's what I want, man. I'm not going to sit here in week 3 and start talking about firing the coach and firing the front office and making changes and all that shit. I can't do that right now. It's too far away. I have to stay in the moment. It's no, man. There's games to be played. We could be proven wrong. It happens in sports. Maybe this is what helps McDaniel grow. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm not the guy. I'll be negative if it's Cam Cameron and I see like there's no hope. But there's too much talent on this team. You can win this game. Seriously, if you had a good coach, you coach this game up, you got a shot. I'm not telling you you're going to blow them out or anything like that, but you find a way to eke it out, dude. A Spoelstra of the NFL. Everyone, if I tell you I got Spoelstra NFL style preparing this team this week, what do you say? We got a shot, right? We got enough to steal his line. We got enough. Not a damn person right now that's watching this show or listens later on understands what I just compared, that if we get a Spo NFL coach in this moment, right now, in this game, you could win. It's not easy. It's not guaranteed. No, but you got a shot, dude, because you've got a Spoelstra-type head coach. Do we have a Spoelstra-type head coach in Mike McDaniel? Does Spoelstra ever look like he's outmatched? Does Spoelstra ever look like he's baffled? Is Spoelstra's teams always unprepared? No. Spoelstra's teams are like Shula's teams. Always prepared, usually the smarter team, usually the one that plays with the better effort, all that, except for Butler. You know, and that's my problem. And that's why I get it, man. Our world gravitates to negativity. And that's where you people click. That's what you watch on the news. That's what you want to know. You don't want to know about the cat being saved, the drowning man, none of that. You don't want to know about any of that. You want to know about what are they asking me about Seattle? How bad is it? How many homeless people? That's all I get in questions in Seattle. Nobody's asking me, hey, bro, is it a fantastic place? Is it beautiful? Is it picturesque? Is the weather impeccable? No. Everybody asks me something negative because that's how you're programmed. And so I'm not programmed in week 3 to tell you that, it's over. You got to try to do it, right? You got no choice. Tanking is probably the best thing to go. I get it. But they're not going to tank. They're not going to tank. They're going to try. And maybe by trying, they'll still tank because if we get the McDaniel that I'm expecting, but we got to give it a chance. You know why? We've all been proven wrong at one point or another. Oh, this game can't be won, and they win it. Oh, this season can't be saved, and it's saved. And that could happen to us. I know we don't get a lot of good things as Dolphin Nation, but I'm not ready to start planning the funeral. Let's wait till the body is actually a corpse, and then we'll start talking about the funeral and then the changes that we have to make. Again, the poll question's out there. Can Mike McDaniel make Skylar Thompson overachieve today? So far, it's pretty close. 53% say no. 47% say yes. Okay. Let's see. Big O, why are you saying you keep saying McDaniel's not good? Tua plays well under his system. Tua plays well in spite of him. Let me ask you something. Is it good last week on third down that Tyreek and Water are on the sidelines and you're running routes with Dubose and Chosen and Berrios? How does that help your quarterback? Really? Explain that one to me. So when you're playing Buffalo a couple years ago and you're running 7 yards a clip and all of a sudden you stop running, how does that help your quarterback? If you can't get a play in on time, and then he doesn't even have time to audible out of that play for the check with me option, how does that help your quarterback, my man? Mike McDaniel, in many ways, fucks his players, dude. As much as he's a good play designer, that he opens it up, how is it that he can't get a third receiver? How is it that Mike Gesicki catches 70 balls with Brian Flores and no offensive staff and Tua and Fitzpatrick got him 70 balls in 1 year, and this idiot can't get Mike Gesicki on the field? And yet I watch him with Joe Burrow, and there he is, 80 yards. Explain that one to me. The problem that we have is that we're too lazy, and we just look at stats and we think, oh, he's playing well. It's what I used to see with Tannehill. Oh, he completed the pass. No, bro, you don't watch football. He made the receiver stop. Yeah, it's a completion for him, but it's a terrible pass. He made him stop and turn around. He made him jump up in the air and come back down. You remember Likely has his foot on the out of bounds in the end zone? Is that Likely's fault or is that Lamar Jackson's fault? That's Lamar Jackson's fault because he's so inaccurate. He has to throw it way up in the air and Likely has to make an amazing catch. And now you want him also to make an amazing landing. No, bro, it doesn't go that way. Ball placement is all about it. So Football fans, in average, are lazy. They just look at stats. Like this gentleman here. I'm sorry to use you as an example, but you just look at the stats. Oh, he's in the Pro Bowl. He's in the all MVP talk. Yeah, that doesn't mean shit to me, dude. How much better could Tua be if you actually stuck to the run? How much better could Tua be if you actually used the tight ends? Easier pass. Remember, I was telling you that this year they're installing the easy pass that he hasn't had, which makes it harder on him. We have football. There's the general game, and then you have to look inside of what they're doing. You know? And it's not third down and that. It's third down and you have Tyreek and Waddle on the sidelines. Who are you, Mike McDaniel? You can't figure out a third receiver with Tyreek and Waddle on the sideline, with Tyreek and Waddle on the field. You can't figure out a third receiver. So you're going to figure out three receivers with Tyreek and Waddle on the sidelines. How does that make you a better quarterback, a better offense with that coach? It doesn't. The examples are endless. If you can't win challenges, how does that help Tua and the rest of the offense? It doesn't. There's a shit ton of examples that proves why Mike McDaniel is not prepared for this. That's all, dude. It's pretty simple. And sorry to, kind of ride you a little bit on this, but this is what goes on all the time. And we try to educate you. And, Brian Landis, I see here, a Chan will be great today for the Finns to have a chance. So let me ask you something. So you give Tyreek and Waddle all that rest, right? Where's the rest for A-Chan? What'd they do to him 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago? Run, catch. Where's Jalen Wright, bro? How does that help A-Chan? Was he banged up going into that game? So he got banged up at the end of the year. So now let's burn him out as a receiver and a running back. But no, let's not burn out Waddle and Tyreek. The things Mike McDaniel does, it's so amateurish. It's embarrassing because, I'm not a genius or anything, dude. I'm just a reporter, anchor, host for 34 years, covering this and watching football for 50. But I shouldn't be pointing out these things that are, elementary. And yet I'm watching. Think about what happened this week. I want you to think about this. Think about this hard. Okay? Robbie Chosen went from playing in the most important game up until that point in the season, in an important route, to getting cut. He wasn't even good enough to go back to the practice squad. They cut his ass, which proves he ran the wrong route. Grant Dubose goes from nothing to your roster to playing in the most important game of the season at that moment against the most important team that you need to get off of your mind mentally. You need to overcome this hurdle. And now he's on injured reserve because he's not even durable enough to last. What kind of a coach does that? And I'm sure the front office must have had a conversation with, hey, Mike, this shit's got to end, dude. We're not paying these guys to be on the sidelines. And what the hell are you doing with Chosen? And they get the hell up, get them out of here. I'm sure the Chosen stuff was not a McDaniel thing. That was probably more in the front office, like, yo, enough of this shit. Look, I hate to be brutally honest, but have you seen Robbie Chosen? Do you think that both oars are in the water? Do you think that the elevator goes to the top floor? Do you not think he might be a few sandwiches short of a picnic? this is the guy that you're going to, looks to me like he lacks lots of IQ. I don't know how many times I'm going to phrase it for you, and you're going to put him in that position against that team in that moment. That's a disservice to your entire team, to your fan base, your front office, your owner, your quarterback, your offensive line. That is a disgrace, what he did. I've been laughing at the Dolphins and Mike McDaniel and the writers about Robbie Chosen. Have I not been doing that from day one? Because I know what he is, dude. I know what he is. How the hell does, look, I see them fall for Albert Wilson. So they've got to click. They've got to bait click you guys. So I know what the writers are trying to do. They're not going to fool me. I mean, they might fool themselves, and they might be clickbaiting you guys on Robbie Chosen and Albert Wilson, but I didn't fall for any of that from the get-go. And I would never put those people in that position, in that game, in that moment when my team needs it badly and my fan base needs it. Because everybody's got to overcome that Buffalo hurdle. And I'm going to count on Robbie Chosen and Grant Dubose. Get the hell out of here with that shit. Can Mike McDaniel make Skylar Thompson overachieve today? I think I've given you lots of examples why he can't. So come on, baby. Prove me wrong. Abel Rodriguez, thank you for the love on Cash App. Remember, you can always make a donation on Super Chat here, but YouTube keeps 30%. That's why we tell you Cash App or Venmo. You can send in your question, comment, insult, whatever it is. Abel Rodriguez says, get Mike Vrabel. All right, my man. I'm not going there yet. Okay, Mike Vrabel would be awesome. I'm not going to argue with you on that. When you're right, you're right. But yeah, I'm not going there yet. Not yet. I can't, bro. Yeah, not doing that yet. But Mike Vrabel would be awesome. But when the corpse is, when it's a corpse, then we'll get into what's next. Frank Mendez says, agree on the coaching thing. Badger says, Big O needs to be involved with Miami. Mike needs a dose of reality. Big O can provide a different perspective to Mike. Get me into Stephen Ross's ear. That's the one I need. That's the ear I got to get into. Skylar has to grab this brass ring or else. Well, yeah, there's no doubt, bro. This is a chance of a lifetime. The body may not be dead, but this illness could be terminal. Yeah, raging. I know. I'm afraid of that too, bro. But I gotta wait till until it goes, and that's it. Then the nurses are running and they're coming to the thing to try to start you up and all that. I gotta wait for that. I gotta wait for that whole thing. Let's see. Oscar Rojas. Thank you, sir. R.I.P. to Mercury. He reminds everybody to smash it. Big O, you keep making the case why he is not the guy. I know. And it scares me. It sucks. That's why I'm hoping there's a come to Jesus, bro. I'm hoping there's that, that I got to use the old reference because I can't remember of a new one, but the movie The Blues Brothers, in that church scene where the light comes peering through the glass, and Belushi sees it, and he sees the light, and he starts doing the crazy dancing and all that, and the flips and all that. That I need Mike McDaniel to see the lumens light, But I want to be proven so wrong so badly. So bad. Some people think at times, I meet Dolphin fans. Like I met a bunch of them yesterday. They get me, They understand that I'm just like them. I feel the same pain, all that. But just because I'll tell you objectively, look, I don't like this situation or that guy or this trade or that player or this front office or that coach or whatever it is, I'm just being honest there. But do I really want it to happen? No, dude. Do I want Ryan Tannehill to fail? No. Do I want Cleo Lemon to fail? No, dude. I don't root for people to fail. Not in Alcoa Orange. But that's not my job here. My job is not to do this with a bunch of, pom-poms. My job is to, hey, Dolphin Nation, this is where we're at. This is what I'm seeing. I don't know. I might be right. I might be wrong. You never know. But this is what I'm seeing. And that's all it is. Trust me, I take no pleasure in this. He knows it. You know, he feels it too. Sucks. Big O, this is more than a winnable game. Hopefully McDaniel won't lose it today, but I highly doubtful. He had 3 years to coach up Skyler. Skyler needs to show up today. Let's see what happens. Like I said, he needs to be Eric Spoelstra. And Mike McDaniel at no point has ever shown me anything close to Eric Spoelstra. Nothing. But you got to start somewhere. Let's go. 2024 season, tank for Tua replacement. That conversation, if things go awry, it'll definitely come up shortly. I hate to say it, but yeah. I want all of this to work out, man. I want Tua to get his head out of his ass and play like he played last year. No more physicality. You're not that guy, bro. Just throw the ball and get rid of it quickly. Stephen Harris says, here's my key to the Dolphins win. Offense, run the ball, and don't force plays. Defense, heavy pressure, and force turnovers. Whole team, limit costly mistakes and penalties. Let's hope so. All right, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. Hour number 1 is done. Let's get ready for hour number 2. What are you expecting? We're going to talk about what to expect from the Dolphins today, okay? The other thing is the fundamentals have got to take over here, right? But there's a little twist to that, and we're going to get into that also. And I want to also get into the result of this game and what it could mean down the line for you as a Dolphins fan and for the team. There's a couple of angles. We'll have the inactives for you also for hour number 2. Remember, in the post-game show, David Furonis and Chris Perkins both will join us live from the locker room. We'll be at the stadium, actually, because we'll take you for one more hour right up until 3:15 your time, and then we're taking off to the stadium, and then we're going to come back and we'll do the post-game show. Sean Stanley, the great Sean Stanley, is, of course, mastering the platform. We are here at the Cove Restaurant and Lounge. We thank the owner, Steve Dorn. Jamie Brady, by the way, also made it happen. I haven't seen Jamie today. I know he's coming by, so I'm looking forward to it. Jamie made it happen yesterday. We had like 200 Dolphin fans out here. It's been awesome at the Cove Restaurant and Lounge. Looking forward to seeing hopefully some Dolphin fans here for the post-game show. Hopefully a happy post-game show. Let's hope so. But let's take a quick break. Give me a couple minutes, rest of voice. Back for hour number 2 as we break it down and get you ready for hour number 2 right here on the Big O Radio Show, pregame show, thanks to our friends at RMC Custom Drywall.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The lost city of Atlantis reveals its secrets at Toyota of Hollywood. Get legendary deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a 2024 Corolla, not $24,000, $20,988. Unlock the wonders of 0% financing for 5 full years, 0 down. Rediscover Atlantis at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rayom can help.
I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
There's just one place to celebrate our happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Plus last chance savings on a 2024 RDX. $379 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines.
The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc., ownership, management, sponsors, or website. Miami Dolphins fans, time to rock out with another Dolphins pregame show. Big O and the boys are ready to give you the latest information, injury news, gambling insight as we get ready for kickoff. The pregame show is brought to you by Welton Rayom, Toyota of Hollywood, Acura of Pembroke Pines, Hialeah Park Casino, RM Contractors. The broadcast is mastered by executive producer Sean Stanley. Here's your host, the Big O, Orlando Alzugari.
All right, how y'all doing out there? Yes, sir. Coming to you live from the Cove Restaurant and Lounge. We are here in Linwood, which is just a suburb of Seattle. We're at 402 164th Street Southwest. So just in case if you happen to be a Dolphins fan in town, or you can get word, we'll be here for the post-game show too. We're hoping a bunch of Dolphins. I didn't figure that they would be here much for the pregame. It looks more Seattle fans that we're seeing here so far. Not a lot of Dolphin fans. No Dolphin fans, actually. Only Dolphin fans are these two right here, right now. Jamie Brady hasn't gotten here yet. But that'll be the only other Dolphin fan that'll be here whenever he gets here. And we thank Steve Dorn, the owner, by the way. No relation to Roger Dorn. Okay? So just in case, I know when you heard the name Steve Dorn, you're going, wait a minute. Is he, related to the great Roger Dorn? Major League, it's one of the great third basemen of all time. But no relation, Steve Dorn to Roger Dorn. Okay, just want to make sure we get the proper information out there. Okay. Let's see. Ocala Joe says if Skylar can't win us 2 out of the next 4 games, then what the hell is he on the team? But for sure, the rest of the team needs to step up big time. Big time. What's good, OG, Big O, and everyone? How y'all this afternoon? Check your pulse. Chef Jew is in the house. And how about them Canes? Yeah, man. We'll get into the Canes on Monday from here. We got to do it before we take off. So we're gonna have to wake up early to get that show. We'll have a show on Monday. Okay, probably a short one. But we'll have a show on Monday, and we'll talk a little Canes there, and obviously, we'll follow up a little bit on the Dolphins and all that good stuff. Now, what do you expect today? Because you run into everybody say, "Oh, we got to run the ball," and yeah, fundamentals in football is for everybody. It doesn't matter what team you have; you need to run the ball. And, Dolphins haven't been great over the years running the ball. Now, this group has been a little better at times. And today, of course, you need success running the ball. Skylar desperately needs to have a running game that is threatening that defense, right? But the question is, if you run, okay, great. But are you going to have any penalties? Because that seems to be a thing with this team. So you're going to hurt some of your running plays. Are you going to get the plays in on time? All those things. Is Skylar going to be effective as a passer? Because if Skylar's not effective as a passer, ladies and gentlemen, what happens? I don't need to teach you football 101. They're going to put one more in the box. And they're going to have single coverage, and they're going to say, we don't respect you. We don't think you're accurate enough. You're not going to get it done. And then they start slapping you around. So, yeah, it's important to run, but it's also important to pass to make sure you can continue to run. But if you're completely inept passing, that's not going to help. If you're getting penalized, that's not going to help. If you can't get plays in on time, that's not going to help. I mean, today more than ever, you better get a play in on time because you have a lesser quarterback. So that's where I don't know what to expect because we don't have enough information of Mike McDaniel in these situations. And we say, oh, you got to run the ball. Well, does he stay with the run? Normally? No. He tends to abandon it at one point or another, doesn't he? It seems like every single time he tends to abandon it. So it's easy for all of us to say, well, you got to run the ball. But we don't know what to expect because Mike McDaniel has, it's almost like, well, he has developed one tendency that he'll be pass happy. That is the tendency and by the way, if Skylar's not a great quarterback, not accurate, all those other things, boy, the one thing you want to do from the get-go is stop the run. That's what Seattle's saying. Let's stop the run. Let's make Skylar Thompson beat us. That's exactly what they're saying. So it counters everything that you hear from media, fans, Oh, got to run the ball. Got to run the ball. Yeah, that's not that's not a surprise that you've got to run the ball. But you better pass too. And you better be organized. Skylar Thompson, if you want him to succeed, he needs Mike McDaniel to be the sharpest he's ever been on the sidelines. And that's a scary thought. So if you're asking or wondering what to expect, I don't know what to expect. I really don't. It's hard for me to even figure out what the hell is going on with this team. By the way, of course, you can send in a donation, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And by the way, Sloman's Home Shield, we are in, I believe, 14 different states. Alarmo has hit the road with us. And you can, of course, be protected by Sloman's like Sean is, like my home is. 1-800-ALARM-ME. And it's the perfect time because right now, Sloman's Home Security understands the importance of home security. This is why they're offering a free home security system with free professional installation when you use our low-cost central station monitoring. Now, the free system includes the panel and the keyboard, up to 10 door contacts, window decals, lawn sign, and the professional installation, lifetime service, communication device, and battery backup. You're getting a lot, man. So call Sloman's, find out if they're in your state. And the home security, they offer custom, top-of-the-line home security systems that are designed to detect intruders, alert the authorities, and give you real-time updates right to your smartphone. And with their state-of-the-art central station monitoring center, listen, you got 24/7 protection. So call my friends at Sloman's, 1-800-ALARM-ME. Find out if they're in your state. Support the people that support us. And by the way, the owners are great Dolphin fans. So, come on, man. It's in the Dolphin family. Can't beat that. Okay? Big fans of the show and Dolphin supporters. All these Skylineers swear he's better than Tua. Let's see if he can. There's no. I don't see any of those anymore. That was back then. After watching him play several times, nobody brags about Skylar anymore. I think people have I think people are now just hopeful that he can do something, but I don't think people are expecting it or think he's better. I mean, you got to be really stupid at this point to even think or say that. Skylar should get at least 2. Well, he's going to get 4 chances. I think they'll keep him throughout and then use maybe Huntley as unless he's so bad that they've got to go to Tim Boyle. He's got to just be giving the ball away. But I doubt it. Josh, we've said it many times, bro. We're at the Cove. We've been talking about it for a month and a half or 2 that we would be here and that we would be doing our pre- and post-game show here at the Cove Restaurant and Lounge, 402 164th Street Southwest here in Linwood. Let's see. What else? I think we all know what Skylar is. Why haven't we produced a backup knowing Tua's problem? Most people don't have backups, dude. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Most people don't have competent backups. It's your coach has to coach them up. There aren't even 32 starters, much less backups. So let's not make it sound like everybody else has backups and stuff like that. The Aaron Rodgers went down and the Jet season was over. Their defense and their running game is what kept them alive, not the quarterback. They didn't have a backup either to save their ass, and that's usually how it is. Howdy-o, thanks for the Crowded House concert last night. Nice shirt, thank you. Actually, a very nice shirt. I bought 2 shirts yesterday. I bought this other one that's even nicer than this one. Can't wait to wear it one day. That one's kind of special that I'm gonna have to like that one. I'm gonna whip it. Like there's this Rush shirt that I bought years ago, and I've never worn it. Never worn it yet. So I'm just waiting for the right time. It's one of the coolest concert shirts I have ever gotten in my life. And it's not that Rush is my favorite band. I love Rush, but the shirt is just off the chain. And Crowded House, I bought one yesterday that was just off the chain. I was like, wow, can't wait to wear it. So it's got that soft, kind of like faded black with the little grayish in it, material that is just super slick. Very like it's stylish, but it looks used. You know what I'm saying? That look, and it is badass, man, badass. So yeah, I bought me 2 Paul Weller shirts and 2 Crowded House shirts, and the Crowded House shirts were outstanding, dude. So that was cool. The Crowded House shirts when we were in North Carolina weren't very good. They were kind of lame. Here they had, I wanted to buy like 4 of them, but I said, no, that's a little crazy. So I just bought 2. What's the over and under on Skylar's pass attempts today? I don't know what it is, dude. I have no idea. I'm having trouble betting. It doesn't allow me to bet from here. So I can't bet here, man. Jones. Can't bet here, bro. Can't bet here. Damn it. Anyway, Dolphins D needs a big, oh my God. They've got to produce turnovers, bro. They've got to produce short fields, turnovers, maybe an easy score. They've got to harass Geno. Their pass rush needs to be felt today in a big time way. You know, here's the other thing that I think that we're jumping the gun. Some of us, not me, but some of us in the Dolphin Nation and the media, we need to give Weaver some time. You know, Fangio's defense didn't really start playing well and its groove till like midway through the season. And that's Fangio established, all that stuff. This man is new to this. He's only been defensive coordinator at one stint. It was really short. It was 1 year, right? I think he was 1 year, maybe. No, it wasn't. Didn't he have like a stint where he called some plays or something? Yeah, and another team or something. But he doesn't have a lot of experience overall. And then he doesn't know all these players yet. So I'm not ready to give up on Weaver. And I know people are ripping him because they can't stop the run. But again, you didn't really sign a lot of stud players and you didn't replace your top run stuffer in Wilkins. So there's a little bit of a drop off, and I got to give the man time to adjust. But a defensive effort today, if you could somehow get better against the run today, that would be enormous. My God, that would be enormous. And I want to give Weaver some time. People are already giving up on Weaver. Oh, defense sucks. This is not the coach. I'm like, well, wait a minute, dude. The guy's had 2 games. Let's take it easy here. You know, that one I don't understand why people are riding Weaver at times. I know we're frustrated because the run, but we kind of anticipated this, didn't we? So let's not act shocked now when it's happening. Let's see. I agree, OG Big O. Got to give Weaver time. Thank you, sir. Reggie says, come on, Fins fans. Let's get those likes up for Big O. Thank you. Please hit the likes. Let's go. It's only 95. That's right. Come on, man. Let's go. We got 180. You guys could easily get us to 200 because we've easily had some of the people that have the 95, 20, 30, 40 of them have already left. You know, there's a lot of turnover. Not everybody stays for the entire length of time. So if you all hit the like button, you could jack us up to 200 if you wanted to right now. So please hit the like button. It is very important to get the algorithms going. It gets it out there to more Dolphin fans that are searching for Dolphin content. Okay. Thanks, Greer, for investing on that line. Well, Rosendo, listen, man, you got to blame Greer. I get it. You got to blame Greer, McKenzie, and Allen. Okay. But it's not really a Greer, McKenzie, Allen thing. It's more of a Mike McDaniel thing, but it's the GMs are listening to them. Because the coaches, they wanted a cheaper option at center. And by the way, he hasn't played bad. And they didn't want to pay Hunt. So their philosophy, and we've talked about this, Rosendo, this isn't anything new. We pointed this out before anybody else in in the media or anywhere in South Florida almost a year ago that they don't like to spend money in the middle of the line, guards or centers. They feel like they can coach them up. That's the coaching staff. Now, maybe the coach also felt he could coach up any receiver, and maybe that's why this chosen stuff is over with too. I don't know. But it's mostly a Mike McDaniel philosophical problem. But the general manager and company have to put Mike McDaniel in his place and say, no, bro, we're not going like this anymore. You're not getting it done. You want me to do it this way and go cheap, but you got to deliver. And if you don't deliver, then I can't do this. I need to give you real talent. So, yeah, again, it's as much as I'm a Greer fan, I get it. I get people picking on it because it's not looking good right now. Will Levis so far has been horrible. He's been horrible since his first or second game played, dude. The first game or two that he played, since then, all his stats are terrible. He's been horrible. Yeah. Yeah, 3 minutes in Miami, yeah. Yeah. Box Bill says, Tua has other outstanding skills. However, my concern is the concussion and their severity and the fragility. That's the worst part. That hit wasn't anything vicious. After watching Cam Ward yesterday, I want Fins to lose every game going in, hurt, watching Ward play somewhere else. He's good. Yeah, he can play. He can play. Like Big O said, need the wall of Montezuma for the line. Agree, Greer needs to override McD. He has to. By the way, we do have a poll question. Can Mike McDaniel make Skylar Thompson achieve today? No, 54%. Yes, 46%. Please vote and smash the like button. Okay? Notice how there's more votes than likes. Oh, man. You don't like me? You don't like us? Is that what's going on? You can't hit the like button for us? Come on, you people. Please like us. What's that? The Inactives should be out in about 10, 15 minutes. Sometimes they come out an hour before, but it's usually about 45 minutes prior to. So you might get it a little earlier. Not sure. Let me look. Yeah, no, it has. They're not out yet. Not out yet. Not out yet. All right, what else do we want to talk about? We talked about what to expect, and we don't know what to expect. We talked about the fundamentals and running the ball. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is winning and losing. And ultimately, folks, the Dolphins are 1-1. You win today, 2-1 feels so much better because now you're only 3 games away that you got to get through until Tua. But if you lose and you're 1-2, oh, you have the Inactives?
Yeah, the Inactives are out.
Let's go. Say it.
Inactives. Tyler Huntley. Emergency third quarterback, though. Cornerback Ethan Bonner. Running back Raheem Mostert. Linebacker Channing Tindall. Linebacker Mohamed Kamara. Offensive lineman Andrew Meyer. Wide receiver Malik Washington.
Ooh, Malik, okay. All right, so Mostert's playing at least. I mean, Armstead's playing at least. So he said he was playing and going to play with the brace and all that. The not a brace. Is it a brace? It's a harness. It's a harness, a shoulder harness. Yeah, you could tell. You know what that? They haven't said anything. That tells me it's a torn pec. Usually, they play that harness with a torn pec to limit you how far you can, so you don't tear that pec.
Yeah, and then it's up to have pain tolerance at that point.
And there's no doubt he's got a lot of pain tolerance because he plays with a lot of pain. So winning goes so far for us, for our psyche, because if you win, you're 2-1, and you're only 3 more games without Tua. And if you lose, you're 1-2, and you have got 3 more games without Tua. Then you start looking, could we be 1-5 when it's all said and done? And at least you go 2-1, you start thinking, okay, well, maybe we can go 2-2, 3-1 in this stretch. Oh my God, that would put us up. And then when Tua comes back, we're really set. And Skyler now looks like a legitimate backup. All of these things fall into place. If you lose and you end up 2-4 or 1-5 after it's all said and done, because you only win 1 game or no games, your confidence level completely drops on the team, on Mike McDaniel. It's definitely on Skyler. And then it puts Tua also in the and then with Tua's injury stuff, he's already at a negative because nobody now can trust him ever to stay healthy again because he refuses to take care of himself. But the psyche for us, what a win and a loss does today, it is, oh my God, devastating in every way possible. Devastating. So we need it. We badly need a win, dude, for our psyche, for our hope. These people that already, want to hire another coach and all that, which, listen, I agree. Tanking is the best thing to do, but they're not going to tank. They're not going to tank. Just like when Tua got hurt, yeah, of course, the best thing would do is to go get Brady. It's a crazy-ass move, but if you can pull that, yeah. Outside of that, there's no quarterback that's going to save you. Somebody, a friend of mine just sent me, they should look into Russell Wilson. I just sent him a ha-ha back because, come on.
He's inactive again today, by the way.
And Russell Wilson's not – he's injured, but he's not saving your ass. It's just not. And all you're doing is giving away capital for nothing. What do you got in Inactives?
Seattle Inactives. Kenneth Walker III, the running back. Linebacker, Uchenna Wasu. Linebacker, Jerome Baker. Center,
Really?
Olu Watimi.
Okay.
Guard, Setawa Lomea. Tackle, Michael Jarrell. And defensive end, Miles Adams. I know Jerome Baker was injured last game.
Yeah, he was injured, yeah. Big O, if we lose today, I'm calling out of work. See what it does to our psyche? That's why a win is, oh my God, it's heaven. I mean, it would also be just absolutely amazing, too. A win would be fantastic. What, inactive? Well, I thought the media said that Ethan Bonner was ahead of Storm Duck. But then again, they fell for Robbie Chosen and Albert Wilson, too. So. Anyway, Giants, by the way, are leading the Brownies 21-7, dude.
Apparently, Daniel Jones just needed Malik Neighbors to become a good quarterback.
Yeah, I guess. By the way, let's get into our 3A Graphics sports calendar. Alan Blanco and the great people at 3A Graphics, 786-618-1443. If your business, your corporation, your school, your fan club, you need custom printing and embroidery, please call the people at 3A Graphics, 786-618-1443. That's the owner's personal cell there, man. You'll reach him. Giants 21-7 right now. Daniel Jones has thrown 2 touchdowns, 17 of 19, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns, and both to Malik Neighbors, who has 6 receptions for 66 yards. 666, the number of the beast. Hell and fire spawned to be released. Torches blazed and... Oh, I'm sorry. All right, Packers leading the Titans 20-7. Titans looking to drop to 0-3, dude. And Malik Willis is 9 of 11 for 158 yards. He's also 6 rushes for 73 yards and a touchdown. Christian Watson has 2 receptions for 67 yards. Also going on in the NFL, because we got a full slate of games today, it is the Colts leading the Bears 7-0. The Vikings are leading the Texans 14-0. And they are at halftime. Okay. Van Ginkel
got a sack at the end to close out this first half.
Nice. Very nice. Let me see what's going on offensively for you fantasy geeks out there. It is Sam Darnold, 10 of 16, 121 yards and 2 touchdowns, one to Justin Jefferson, the other one to Aaron Jones. All right. So there you go. Vikings. Interesting. This guy's, I forgot the name of the guy for the Vikings, but he's proven to be a pretty good coach. Saints over the Eagles, 3-0. Saints looking to improve 3-0. Eagles have really struggled, bro. They got no points through the third quarter. Well, 9 minutes into they got 9 minutes left in the third quarter, but you're into the third quarter and you're the Eagles and you have no points. Jalen Hurts is 20 of 24, 182 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception.
And I believe he also fumbled once.
Yeah. Yeah. If he's not running, he's not dominating. Because why? Why, ladies and gentlemen? Because he ain't a passer. Oh, but he's 20 of 24. Let me look at the numbers because that's just lazy. Are you looking at what kind of passes they are probably? Short, dink and dunks, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Chargers and Steelers. They are tied up at 10, dude. I don't know how Mike Tomlin does it. You watch what Mike McDaniel has to do today. Mike Tomlin constantly is in this situation and finds ways to overcome it. I mean, it is incredibly impressive that Mike Tomlin does this. And right now, he's in the middle of a 10-10 game. So he's got a chance to go 3-0. I mean, that's ridiculous. There's 9:05 left in the third. 10-10, Chargers, Steelers. Justin Herbert, who's got a couple of injuries, by the way, including plantar fasciitis. He's 12 of 16, 125 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions. Justin Fields is 17 of 22 for 143 yards. He's also got 4 rushes for 8 yards and 1 touchdown. Nobody's doing it. Najee Harris. Wasn't Najee Harris supposed to be the bomb? 8 rushes for 5 yards for Najee Harris. So remember what I just told you about Skyler? Oh, we got to run the ball. Well, the Steelers got to run the ball, but if Jalen Hurts sucks passing the ball, let's just stack the box. I just told you this, and this is exactly what's going on. Oh, we're playing Jalen Hurts? That dude can't pass. He's not accurate. Stop the run. Don't let Jalen Hurts run. Don't let them run. Force him to beat you with his arm. Where are you? You're in the third quarter, and you've got 0 points because Jalen Hurts can't pass for shit. Shut down Lamar Jackson's run. Shut down Josh Allen's run. Shut down Jalen Hurts' run, and you make these guys nothing special. You make their offenses nothing special. Why? Because they're nothing special when it comes to passing. Not Jalen Hurts, not Lamar Jackson, not Josh Allen, none of those guys. They're all inconsistent. They'll spray the ball. They'll turn it over because that's who they are. And if they can't run, they can't be great quarterbacks or great athletic quarterbacks. Let me phrase it the right way. Because when I say a great quarterback, I'm talking about a great passer. And none of those guys are great passers. By the way, the Broncos are leading the Bucks 20-7. Baker Mayfield, 11 of 17, 78 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. The touchdown is to Chris Godwin. Bo Nix, 18 of 23, 169, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Bo Nix is also the leading rusher, 5 for 21 and a touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin has a touchdown also on 4 rushes for 11 yards. So that is your 3A Graphic Sports calendar. New York City FC played to Inter Miami, and New York City FC played to a 1-1 tie yesterday. And that's good because at least they pick up points. which is really all that matters right now for Inter Miami. If you can pick up a point, if you pick up 3, that's fantastic. But I think you're going to lock up, the supporters shield if you do that. Dolphins. Canes defeated South Florida yesterday, 50-45. 50 to 15. I'm sorry. Yeah. And by the way, they were favored by 16.5 points. I think somebody told you this week to lay the points. I told you to stay away from the over and under. It was 65. What was it? It was 65. It was 65. It would have been a push. But I told you to stay away from the over and under. We hit the over 2 weeks in a row with the Canes, right? And then this week we told you. No, wait. We laid the points last week, right? And right. And this week we told you lay the points. I don't know. You're making money with me and the Canes. So, what can I tell you? We're not betting experts. We're not financial advisors. We don't do any of that stuff here. We just give you our opinion. That's all we do. And by the way, we also want your vote. Can Mike McDaniel make Skylar Thompson overachieve today? That's the poll question on our YouTube page. You can also make a donation to the show as always. Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can even make a Bitcoin donation, as some have made already, which we love that. Thank you for the Bitcoin donations and any donation on Cash App or Venmo, because Sean and I keep 100%. The show keeps 100%, and we need that. So there you go. Okay. What else? We've got 138 likes. You guys can get us well over 200. Let's go. What about doing the other way to us? Shut down Hill and Waddle, and we can't run the ball, commit to it enough, or make penalties. Either way, Abel, you better start playing some football and play some clean football and coach some clean football. What do you got, Sean? Any breaking news?
No breaking news, but here's my question for you.
Oh.
3rd down and 13 this week.
Oh.
Eric Ezukama and D. Eskridge are both active because they got called up.
That's it? You've
got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Braxton Berrios, Ezukama, Eskridge.
No, Ezukama.
Who's in the game at that point? 3rd down, 13.
We're excelling with the E's. Ezukama and Eskridge. That's
all right.
it. And we excel with
the
E's.
Easy E duo.
Yep. Ezukama and Eskridge, by the way, the game will be on the line. We'll be at the goal line. There'll be 2 seconds left, and Waddle and Hill will be benched, and they will bring out Ezukama and Eskridge and win it all. Because that's what we do, bro. We sign receivers for $50 million and say, no thanks.
Mike McDaniel, the smartest man in the room?
He is the smartest man in the room. And he'll tell you. He's the smartest man in the room. Yeah. Mercury Morris ain't dead. All right. You guys are wrestling experts. No, not me. He's the wrestling expert.
Sirianni must be having a bad game.
Why?
My whole timeline's like Sirianni must be trying to get fired. Only thing that makes sense in this game.
Yeah, but apparently him and Hurts don't get along.
Well, I guess there was a chance where they could have kicked the field goal earlier on, and he went for it. And then now I think it happened again, I believe. I don't know which TV. They got so many TVs.
So he's
actually, it's a game right in front of us.
He's Dan Campbelling it.
It seems like, yeah, because they're not playing in Philly. They're playing in
New Orleans.
So they must be going for the win. We're not playing to tie. We're playing to win.
Okay. All right. By the way, Acura Pembroke Pines, a proud sponsor of our program, and we love talking about the great Larry Schlossberg. In fact, we are there this Friday at Acura Pembroke Pines, correct? I'm pretty sure of that. And by the way, you got to get electrified. The ZDX is in. And right now we've got lease features on that ZDX, $479, and you can get it also at 0.9% financing for 72 months. The Integra is $339 a month. You can get 3.9% financing for 60 months. The RDX $379, 3.9% financing for 60 months. Tell them that Big O sent you. I promise they're going to take care of you at 15601 Pines Boulevard off of I-75 in Pines. And it is Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. All right.
Speaking of great passers, Colts QB Anthony Richardson. Did you go over his stats? I had to step away, so I don't know if you went over.
What are those passing stats?
5 of 12 for 117 yards, 2 interceptions, a 37.8 passer rating.
Is he dominating running the ball?
They don't even have that up there, so I'm going to say probably not.
Yeah, just another one of those athletes playing quarterback. Hey, but don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Those, Lamar Jacksons and Josh Allens and the Jalen Hurts and all those kind of guys, eventually they'll win a Super Bowl. Don't worry, the league will have 25, 28 of them, and then the numbers will tell you, yeah. But as long as you got the pocket passers will keep winning all the titles. All the titles. But don't worry, eventually it'll happen. Maybe flukish this year's, it'll happen. Who knows? Keep holding your breath on all these athletic quarterbacks. All these guys that are about running and not actually like passing. Not throwing, passing. It's really, really important to actually be able to pass the ball. It's a skill set that a lot of those runners don't have. Yep, we said today, win it for the Merc. Big O, did you see the face-off between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes? It was in Georgia Tech Stadium, and it was epic. What can McDaniel do to be epic today? Win by 15 on the road and make Skylar Thompson look outstanding. 316 yards on 22 of 26 passing for 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. That's what I would say. Right? What the hell? I got to go with something. So far, until I get proven wrong, McDaniel is an airhead, says Wheelie. I mean, that's how we got to look at it, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Richardson has 3 yards on 2 attempts. He's tearing it up, bro. He's tearing it up like all those running quarterbacks, man. Yeah. But don't worry about it. Hey, just listen to the Lamar people. They'll keep making excuses for the fantastic kid because he is a fantastic human being. Great kid. But they'll keep making the excuses about him as a passer, which is pretty funny and entertaining, to be quite honest. What happened now?
Apparently, it's Seth Rollins is at the Colts-Bears game. I'm guessing it's in Indianapolis.
I don't know. I know we'll be in Indianapolis.
So he is wearing a Caleb Williams uniform, and I can't tell who it is. Yeah, it's in Indianapolis. Somebody sneaks up behind him, throws him over the barricade onto the field. I'm guessing it's during a timeout, and then he's escorted out of the building. Turns around. I can't tell who that is. I don't know who that is. It's got to be somebody who's affiliated with Indianapolis or Indiana. Or is that Tyrese Halliburton? Is that Halliburton?
Is that Halliburton?
Because he's done a lot of things lately with with the WWE. So I'm not sure, but during the timeout, they threw him over. He was wearing the Bears jersey, and he was escorted promptly off the field by this great security man here.
That's funny. So yesterday, got a great. In fact, Neil Finn said this made his entire concert. What happened last night. So about 3 songs in, what's it called? Ian, his son, who plays guitar, is on the left side of the stage. And he goes, man, there's security there. Those guys, man, come on, let them dance, because people that go to a crowded house concert, they're not going to be fighting. They're not going to be bum rushing the stage. There's not going to be any mosh pitting, right? Like, they're all mature people. They're my age or slightly younger. And if there's young people, there are kids that are being brought up by their parents to like crowded house. You know what I mean? It's a cool crowd. is what I'm saying. So the guy's like, hey, man, let's not, get over security here. Let them dance. Let them enjoy. Our people or our fans are cool. Don't worry about it. They won't hurt anybody. And so like 40 minutes later in the concert, Ian leaves his guitar on the floor and he takes off to the other side of the stage and he's like, messing around with the crowd. And then he comes back rushing over and he sits down on the floor and he starts messing with the guitar, making some sounds, right? And then his dad, Neil comes down because Tim's his brother. Neil comes out and it's kind of messing, kind of like looking at him, kind of like almost kind of like stirring it up a little bit. And the security guard all of a sudden jumps on stage thinking Ian is somebody that got on stage from the crowd and tried to steal Ian's guitar. So the security guard never paid attention to the people that are actually performing. He jumps on stage and grabs Ian like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. And the dad has to say, yo, hey. And so like he's like, and then the security guard was the butt of the jokes for the rest of the night. There were security guard jokes for the rest of the night after. It's funny because I was filming a part of that song. I didn't film the whole song. I would have gotten that thing, that whole thing of him, and I would have been able to post it. It probably is somewhere, going viral somewhere. But I've never seen that in my life, that a security guard would jump back on stage to actually try to throw off a real band member. That was a new one for me. I've been to well over 1,300, 1,400 concerts. I don't know how many it's been. I haven't counted. It's been so long, but it's a lot. And I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen a security guard attempt to kick off a band member. That's a new one. That's an absolute new one right there, dude. That's all I can tell you. I mean, Jesus. Let's see. Big O, Cam Ward showed me he's a pocket. Oh no, he's like Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's a pocket passer that will run if he has to run. He has the ability to do it, obviously, but he's really a pocket. He's a true pocket passer. Kyler Murray's not like Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. He's a real pocket passer. So yes, I understand what you're saying. And that's what Cam Ward has shown me, that he prefers to do his business from the pocket and then last resort is run. He's a real pocket passer. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Update on the Seth Rollins. There's T.Y. Hilton that dumped him. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, T.Y. FIU's own. Big O, I respect you, but you're not always right. You talked about Mario being a terrible game day coach, and now he has talent. What a difference. So he's not good without talent? So, the jury's still out, my brother. Now he's got to do something with that. Remember what I said when he got hired, and I wanted him hired. But what was the line I used? What he did at Oregon is not good enough here in Miami. He wasn't in line for any national championships. He wasn't beating up SEC teams. His last year, he lost to Utah twice. So pump the brakes, bro. Pump the brakes. He will be tested as a game day coach. He's already been tested and shown me that he can't do Eric Spoelstra. He can't do Don Shula. That when things aren't perfect, he's not going to elevate the team. Mario hasn't proven that, bro. He didn't prove that at Oregon either. So if you got to be carried by the talent purely, then you're not really a great coach. A great coach makes people better than what they are, makes teams better than what they are. So he's not a great game day coach. Again, the lazy thing is to just look at the record and say, oh, yeah, but the talent is better. But the talent wasn't terrible last year, and he should have won games. You know what I'm saying? And the year before, he lost games that he should have won because he had better talent. So pump the brakes. It's a great start. I love what I'm seeing, but he'll be tested down the line. We'll find out. Right now, he's playing against lesser talent, so he should light him up with better talent. So let's pump the brakes. Let's pump the brakes on that one. Big O, do you like Oingo Boingo? Of course. It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Everybody's coming. Leave your body at the door. Let's go. Yes, I'm a huge Oingo Boingo guy. Love Oingo Boingo. Classic. Big O, it's going to be a lot of Dolphin fans there at the game. I need to make some noise. The stadium, it's pretty hard and play. We gotta take their 12th man out. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but Dolphins got to play well to take the 12th man out. Quiet him down. You know? I was at USF yesterday. That was an absolute Canes takeover and felt so good. Yeah, it's nice. They're building it back, bro. They're building it back. All right, folks, we will be back for postgame right here from the Cove. So Sean and I are going to wrap it up here. We're going to head out to the stadium. We'll see you for the postgame show. We'll be on immediately when the game ends. I think we'll be here by then. But always appreciate it out there. We will see you guys. Thanks to RMC Custom Drywall. And thank you to R&M Construction for making it happen and helping us out here. Thanks to the Dolphin Nation also helping us out here too, because great support. And hopefully we'll have a bunch of Dolphin fans here in the post-game show. Appreciate all of you out there. We will see you on the post-game show. Go Fins.
You've been listening to our Dolphins pregame show with Big O. The broadcast is brought to you by Welton Rayome, Acura of Pembroke Pines, Hialeah Park Casino, RM Contractors, Toyota of Hollywood, Caneswear, Sloman's Home Security, BigCheeseMiami.com, EJD Construction. The broadcast is mastered by executive producer Sean Stanley. Thank you for supporting the platform and our fantastic sponsors. Go Fins!